Ready? It's 10 o'clock. I'm going to call the Committee on Audit to order. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Commissioner Colleen.
Here.
Commissioner Garza.
Here.
Commissioner Clark Coleman. Commissioner Kniezek. Chair Dobb.
Here.
You have a quorum present.
Next item.
B, Chairwoman's remarks.
I have none. Next item.
C, approval of the November 13th, 2024 meeting minutes.
Can I get a motion to approve the... Oh, sorry. We're doing the tablets. There's a motion to approve by Commissioner Garza, supported by Commissioner Colleen. Are there any questions or discussion on the meeting minutes? Hearing none, please vote.
Motion carried.
Okay, next item.
D, unfinished business. There is none listed.
Next item.
Moving to item 1 under new business. Forwarding a letter from Plant Moran PLLC, the county's independent external auditor, regarding its annual audit for the county's fiscal year ended September 30, 2024, financial statements and its required communication.
I'm going to turn it over to our Auditor General, Marcy Cora.
Yes, and if we could take item E1 and E2 together, they're similar.
Yes.
Okay. The first one is a letter from Plant Moran. It's dated November 20th. Government auditing standards require the external auditors to communicate certain information to the Wayne County Commission and the county executive regarding their annual audit. The purpose of this letter is to outline the auditor's responsibility under the standards and to provide an overview and scope and timing of the audit. To start the audit, the auditors spoke with the county executive. They spoke with Chair Dobb as chair of the Committee on Audit and Chair Bell as chair of the commission regarding the auditor's responsibilities under the standards. The letter also provides a summary of some of the opportunity. The letter also provides each commissioner opportunity to speak with the auditors if they have any concerns. So there's information in the letter you can contact the auditors. But some of the initial risks the auditors identified as a part of their pre-planning was possibly improper recognition of revenue related to property taxes, grants, and other miscellaneous revenue, improper recording of property tax receipts and distribution, and the measurement of the undistributed receipts, and then possible errors in the calculation of the net pension and net OPEB liabilities. The auditors will perform their testing and reconciliations to see if these risks do exist. As part of our process, we have weekly meetings with the leadership team of Plant Moran, along with the leadership team of M&B. Terrence Adams as fiscal budget director, he's part of those meetings, and myself, along with the treasurer's office. Contract manager for Plant Moran, the external auditors. So I do communicate with them during the audit time, probably several times a week, and as other issues arise during the audit. And I also work closely with Yogesh Gusani and Michael Bridges and EMB and M&B to address any issues that come as part of the audit. So if you have any questions regarding the letter, I think everybody had a copy of it.
Okay.
Standard letter that goes out each year.
Any questions from commissioners?
Then the second letter is dated November 25th. This is the same type of letter, but this is for the Wayne County Land Bank. They have a separate board, so there's a separate audit that's done by Plant Moran. As part of this communication, they did speak with the Wayne County Treasurer. And regarding their responsibilities, they did identify a couple initial risks that have been part of the issues they've had in the past with the land bank. One being the incomplete inventory schedules and the valuation of the year-end inventory balances, along with improper revenue recognition. And again, as part of their audit, they'll perform tests to determine if these issues still exist.
Any questions on the second item? Commissioners? Okay. Can I get a motion to receive and file items 1 and 2? Been moved by Commissioner Garza, supported by Commissioner Colleen. Any last questions or discussion? Hearing none, please vote.
Motion carried.
Great. Thank you. Moving back to the agenda. Next item, Madam Clerk.
Item 3, discussion on the Office of Legislative Auditor General's 2025 Audit Work Plan.
Back to you, Marcy.
This is just a discussion. We have started the process for completing our 2025 audit work plan. As part of our process, I sent out a letter last week to each commissioner, asking them if there's any areas that they have a concern with and they would like us to include it on their audit plan. I think I have to, probably before we leave for the holidays, if you could get that back to me. If you need additional time, we can extend additional time to you. We plan on the audit plan coming to the commission probably in the second meeting of the year. Also, as part of that process, we send out a risk assessment questionnaire to each elected official and each department head. I'm going to work closely with Darcel Brown. He's helped us in the past to facilitate completion of the questionnaires from the departments. We're also asked the elected officials and departments if there's any areas they would like us to consider on the plan. I think this is very important because each elected official and department head, they know where they may have concerns within their department. And I'm hoping that they provide those to us so we can take an independent look at those and determine if they do have some issues in those areas. So I'm hoping it works the way I think it should work, with good positive feedback from the departments. We can develop the audit plan.
Okay, great. And do we have any items left from previous years that you have been requested to look at and haven't had a chance?
We haven't had any items on the audit plan that we've been requested that we haven't at least started. There's a couple items in process right now. One of the drawbacks we've had in the last couple months is when the cybersecurity hit, we lost all of our files. We were able to get everything back last week through September 24th. So that is helping us. We have several audits that are really close to completion. We'll have the first of the year.
Okay, all right, great. Any questions from commissioners? Everyone got the letter, so we're good on that. Okay. All right, great. Okay, so it's just discussion, no motion needed. So moving on, Madam Clerk.
F, such other matters as may be properly submitted before the committee.
I have none. Next item.
G, public comments.
Is there anyone here from the public who wishes to address the committee on audit? Anyone on the phone or on Zoom? Please unmute yourself. You can speak at this time. Any hands raised?
No hands raised on Zoom and no emails are
No
received.
emails? Okay. Last call for public comments, whether in person, on Zoom, on the phone. All right, hearing none. Next item.
Adjournment.
Is there a motion to adjourn? All right. Without objection, we are now adjourned. Thank you all.